Have you ever wondered how someone could spend an entire lifetime chasing a dream, only to leave this world believing they had failed? Today, I want to tell you the story of a man whose paintings are now worth millions of dollars, yet during his lifetime he could barely afford a meal. This is the heartbreaking story of Vincent van Gogh, a man who proved that greatness isn't always recognized when you're alive. Vincent van Gogh was born on March 30, 1853, in the quiet village of Grootzundert in the Netherlands. As a child, he wasn't loud or attention-seeking. He was thoughtful, shy, and deeply emotional. While other children played outside, Vincent often wandered through fields, staring at nature with a sense of wonder that would later shape his art. But life wasn't easy for him. From an early age, Vincent struggled to find where he belonged. He tried working as an art dealer, hoping to build a successful career, but he was fired. Then he became a teacher. That didn't work either. He even tried becoming a preacher because he wanted to help people and believed serving God was his true purpose. When he was sent to a poor mining town in Belgium, Vincent gave away almost everything he owned to help struggling families. He lived in poverty alongside them, believing that kindness mattered more than comfort. But church leaders felt he had gone too far and removed him from his position. Once again, Vincent found himself rejected. Many people would have given up after so many failures. But sometimes life's biggest purpose appears only after every other door has closed. At the age of 27, Vincent made a decision that changed history. He decided to become an artist. The problem was that he had almost no formal training and very little money. People laughed at his dream. Some believed he had started far too late. Others thought he simply wasn't talented enough. But Vincent didn't stop. Day after day, he practiced. He sketched farmers, workers, trees, fields, and ordinary people. He believed beauty could be found in simple moments that most people ignored. Through every difficult year, one person never abandoned him, his younger brother, Theo van Gogh. Theo wasn't just family. He was Vincent's greatest supporter, closest friend, and emotional lifeline. He believed in Vincent even when the rest of the world didn't. Theo regularly sent him money so he could buy paint, brushes, and food. Without Theo, many of Vincent's masterpieces might never have existed. As Vincent's style developed, something magical happened. His paintings exploded with bold colors, swirling skies, glowing stars, and fields filled with emotion. He didn't simply paint what he saw. He painted what he felt. Every brushstroke carried his loneliness, hope, pain, and love for the world around him. Yet despite creating incredible works of art, almost nobody wanted to buy them. Imagine pouring your heart into hundreds of paintings while hearing people say your work wasn't good enough. During his lifetime, Vincent completed more than 2,000 artworks, including around 900 paintings. But historians generally agree that he sold only one painting while he was alive. Financially, he remained dependent on Theo. Emotionally, life became even harder. Vincent battled severe mental health problems. His emotions became overwhelming, and he experienced periods of deep depression and psychological distress. During one of the darkest moments of his life in Arles, France, following an intense argument with fellow artist Paul Gauguin, Vincent injured his own left ear. The incident became one of the most famous, and tragic, episodes in art history. Afterward, he voluntarily entered an asylum in Saint-Rémy. Most people would imagine an asylum as the end of a dream. For Vincent, it became another beginning. Even while struggling emotionally, he continued painting. Looking through the window of his room, he created one of the most famous paintings the world has ever known, The Starry Night. Those swirling stars weren't just a night sky. They were the reflection of a soul searching for peace. Painting became the language Vincent used when words could no longer explain what he was feeling. Sadly, his pain never completely disappeared. On July 27, 1890, while living in Auvers-sur-Oise, France, Vincent suffered a gunshot wound under circumstances that are still discussed by historians. The widely accepted account is that he shot himself. He managed to return to the inn where he was staying but died 2 days later, on July 29, at just 37 years old, with his brother Theo by his side. His final days were heartbreaking. The man who spent years trying to show beauty to the world left this life believing he had failed. But history had a very different plan. After Vincent's death, Theo worked tirelessly to preserve his brother's paintings. Sadly, Theo himself died only a few months later. Later, Theo's wife, Johanna van Gogh Bonger, played a remarkable role in introducing Vincent's artwork to the world. She carefully protected his paintings, organized exhibitions, and helped people discover the genius that had been ignored for so long. Slowly, the impossible happened. The same paintings people once rejected became priceless masterpieces. Today, Vincent van Gogh is recognized as one of the greatest artists who ever lived. His works hang in the world's most famous museums. Millions of people travel across countries just to stand in front of paintings that nobody wanted during his lifetime. Some of those paintings have sold for tens of millions of dollars. The man who once couldn't afford enough paint now inspires artists, dreamers, and ordinary people across every continent. Whenever I think about Vincent's story, I realize something powerful. Success doesn't always arrive when we expect it. Sometimes your hard work isn't rewarded immediately. Sometimes people don't understand your vision. Sometimes you'll feel completely alone. But none of that means your dream has no value. Vincent van Gogh teaches us that passion is stronger than rejection, perseverance is stronger than failure, and true greatness doesn't depend on applause. If you're chasing a dream today and it feels like nobody believes in you, remember Vincent. Keep creating, keep believing, keep moving forward, because the world may not recognize your value today, but tomorrow could tell a completely different story.